Mizkiff, Twitch banned gambling, and they cut the 70-30 percentage on today's Gamer Hole.
They cut more than that. I think
it's special Gamer Hole brought to you by Special Gamer Hole events.
There was so much going on with Twitch in particular.
Week.
Yeah.
There was so much going on that we decided to pop on for a bonus episode of the Gamer Hole.
Yes.
Boy, oh boy. What the fuck?
Yeah, and of course, most of this happened right after we're done our recording of our regular episode.
Our regular episode, or we would have had more to talk about.
We never have anything to talk about, and when we finally do, we don't record for another 5 days.
Exactly. We've got to do a bonus episode because the shit's gonna pass by then. Everyone's gonna come out, have their opinions. Last night, first off, let's recap a little bit here. Everyone probably is aware that if you watch Twitch. If you don't, we're sorry. This is going to be mostly about Twitch. There was a lot of shit going down, right? First off, the big thing was Slicker, cheating people out of $300,000 because
we did talk about that, didn't we?
We did slightly. I'm just
okay. So we did.
This
we
is
did
sort
touch
of the
on
start.
Something, but it's evolved.
Right. That was the start of it. And we moved on to kind of creators attacking each other in a lot of ways. They kind of attacked each other. Little things came out here and there. It wasn't just gambling that happened because initially a lot of people wanted to get rid of gambling off Twitch. And that was the big push. And then, other things leaked. Mizkiff is part of a cover-up of some sort of sexual assault. Again,
not laughing at the sexual assault. Sorry, I was laughing at. Okay, now I need to stop. Keep going.
I think
I'm laughing at you.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Jesus, this is getting bad.
I think the big problem is that no one knows a lot of everything that's going on. So disclaimer. I want to make a disclaimer before any of this. We are not the most knowledgeable people. We are just saying our opinions based on what we know. There you go.
And I don't know anything, so I want to hear it from you guys. I don't give a fuck about Trump.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on. I mostly heard about the thing on Twitch because Hexloom retweeted the revenue split deal thing. So that's the most I know about because I read the post. Other than that, I'm all ears, baby.
Okay.
Let's go.
So again, gambling's being attacked. People want there's a huge push to take all gambling off from Twitch.
Yeah,
Mizkiff comes out, or people come out.
So the streamers who like to gamble on Twitch
attacked Mizkiff to
hit
kind
back
of
on because he was like, no,
Correct.
I still have this thing to get rid of gambling on Twitter, and that's where all the sexual assault stuff came up.
Yes.
Interesting.
It was a sexual assault thing that was resolved about a year ago type of deal. Came out, someone was being Mizkiff's friend who lives with him and is also a streamer on his own right. Did some very sketchy things, but a year ago when it came out, it definitely seemed sketchy, but it kind of was sketchy, not fully sexual assault. In her comment, it said it was not sexual assault, but he made me feel uncomfortable. So everyone said, okay, he's a little bit sketchy, but it's not actual jail time / an issue. And now it comes out that Mizkiff had a part in making her put that it wasn't sexual assault. And
to cover for his boy,
kind of cover for his boy. So that has led to another thing with OTK having him kind of be investigated, and he has to drop out of that. That's a kind of separate issue. But then Twitch did make the announcement that I'm skipping a bunch of stuff, but Twitch made the announcement that gambling will be limited. Again, read it specifically what they said. Limited to things that are registered in the United States or places that will protect the people using it. Which means that the big boys that sponsor XQC and all these and trains are out because they're registered in different places and don't have a lot of the legal obligations to stop it. I mean,
so they banned a little bit of gambling.
They banned a little bit of gambling and specifically slots and stuff like that. Poker's still good, and betting on sports betting, I believe, is still fine. So DraftKings sponsorship that Twitch has with all their ads, still good, baby. They're not getting rid of DraftKings.
Got to make sure on that.
Right. And then after that, everyone was praising Twitch last night, yesterday about, oh my God, Twitch is turning over a new
they
leaf.
had this thing today in the pipeline, and they're like,
we have to get
well,
good.
let's enjoy this praise while we can because we're about to have a shitstorm tomorrow.
They probably were waiting to release this revenue split thing until a point where they're like, okay, we did something good. It'll soften the blow. Let's go.
Exactly. So the day after they announced the gambling changes, which I think a lot of people were very happy that they're at least doing something. Some people are upset that it's not enough. Other people are upset because it is targeting specifically their their how they make their money.
Yeah, or just people who like to watch gambling.
Right, or people that want to watch gambling. Anyways, and then today, the big shitstorm of 70-30 splits, which everyone was kind of pushing for everyone to have 70-30 splits for subs specifically. They now are saying that soon no one will have 70-30 splits.
Yeah. That's so funny. That's like the direction I wasn't expecting, I guess.
So this is exactly, behind the scenes, there's lots of talks, rumors, blah, blah, blah. And I knew that, and we talked about it previously, that there's a new way that they're going to do it. And I thought, and a lot of other people thought, that every partner was going to get the same sort of deal that the people that currently have 70-30 split is. You get 70-30 split until a certain point, and then it goes to 50-50. And that's what everyone thought was going to happen. And honestly, I think that would have been a big win for Twitch. The people that currently have 70-30 for everything would take a little bit of a hit.
I think,
but everyone gets 70-30 for a certain extent. For those
70-30 seems to be the industry standard these days, on other platforms. They're coming up and coming, I guess. Yeah. So I don't know. Whatever.
So anyways, that is the big news. That is the big hoo-ha. We're going to talk about it. For the record, most people do not have 70-30 split to begin with, but starting next year, October, or what is it, July or something like that?
June 1st.
June 1st, it will be 70-30 for them for subs specifically until they hit 100K. Then after that, it'll be 50-50. And again, it's for the people who only have 70-30 contracts already. Now that I've kind of got that all out.
Right.
There's a brief overview
That's
for
the
you.
Brief overview. I'm sorry it took so long.
I do feel bad because, I read up on this stuff a little bit on Twitter, but I'm not knowledgeable. Aqua doesn't do anything with it, and Kings is probably the most knowledgeable out of all of us. But everybody that watches this video is probably more knowledgeable than anything on this than we are.
Yeah. But they get to hear the opinions
dude, viewers
of
and other
idiots.
stuff. Like, those guys are always way more up to date on anything than I am.
They're much more invested in like the scandal and drama side, and like I just care about the revenue split thing. That's the thing I know about the most.
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to make the quick
I had
disclaimer.
One of those nice cushy contracts or anything. But
yeah, it's
sad to say that.
Yeah, no, you can.
It doesn't affect me at all, but it is interesting.
They stopped giving 70-30 back in 2019 because they made a lot of dumb decisions and gave people 70-30 perpetually, which if anyone is a legal person, or even a content creator, perpetual contracts are probably not the thing to do because life changes, the world changes. It's always risky to give it forever.
Yeah.
But anyways, in 2019 they swapped to it, so no one's had 70-30 since then, really. So if you're a new creator, up and coming creator, started getting big, you probably don't have one, but this will affect the old creators.
2019? I thought it was like a year ago they stopped doing that.
No, 2019 is when they started not doing it, something like that. And then, and then it got and then eventually it was like no one. But 2019 is when they started going, ooh, these contracts probably aren't that great for Twitch side.
Just missed that gravy train.
Yeah.
For one, on the big thing that they put, what was dude's name? So, like, I'm confused on this. I know they have Eric Schmidt, or not Eric Schmidt, that was the old CEO of Google. Emmett something is the CEO of Twitch, right?
Correct. This is the president of
who is
operations.
Dan Clancy? I've never heard of my boy Dan.
He's the son of Tom Clancy. Yeah. He's now writing instead of like war books as Twitch.
Who the fuck is this dude?
That was a very well-written little post there, I would say.
I got some things. I got some questions about that.
Yeah, real quick though. How do they offer an indefinite contract and just
Yeah, they're not. That wasn't very smart.
Just take it away. Like, that seems insane.
Well, there's
If they,
always
like-
outs of every single contract, but they shouldn't have given the wording that is you get this for sort of your life at Twitch. That's the first thing.
Yeah, it's kind of insane to do that. Like, look at Mixer, they went under, but they fulfilled their entire contract, millions of dollars to specific people for, it's a little different, but next, we're going to get rid of Twitch Prime. Watch it happen.
Well,
They're just waiting for it.
That's what everyone's been talking about. And this is what things behind the scenes we're talking about, that this TwitchCon might be where they make some announcements that changes. I guess they did it right before TwitchCon. Whoopsies. But it was supposed to be after TwitchCon. I thought that they were going to make lots of announcements, and one of them might have been how they restructure Twitch Prime. Now, from what this letter says, he mentions Twitch Prime as something that people don't think about.
He mentions it a lot, yeah.
Right.
So I don't think they're going to get rid of it.
So they're not
now.
going to get rid of it, but now they're just going to be like 50-50 is the way it is,
see.
boys.
We'll see. That being said, with all these changes and everything, that, and I've been locked out of my bank account for a while now. I'm gonna need you guys to send me some money.
Oh God, okay. Too soon.
Come on. Sorry.
I'll pay it back.
Too soon.
Come on, guys.
But yeah, where do you guys want to start? You guys actually want to start at the beginning, the gambling?
Well, we were talking about the cut thing. I just something that I had noticed. There were two major parts in this long ass thing from my boy Dan Clancy or whatever his name is.
Yep.
When he talks about the 70-30 split, he says, why not 70-30? He says, when we first established a 50-50 revenue share split, it was to signal that we are in this together. And I just got to say, what the fuck kind of bullshit is that? That's the most goddamn upfront lie I've ever heard in my goddamn fucking life. Fuck you, Dan. Fuck you, man.
But they have streaming video.
Yeah. And then
what other website has that?
Well, then they're all like, it's so expensive for somebody with 100 concurrent viewers that streams 200 hours a month. It costs us over $1,000 at the retail price if you were a customer buying that from Amazon.
Yes.
They're not a customer buying it from Amazon. I'm not saying it doesn't cost them a lot of money or something, but he's out here giving us goddamn bullshit numbers too.
Those
Piss me off.
Those are bullshit numbers that are obviously in his favor.
It's insane that they even gave numbers like that.
Yeah, he was like, normally you don't reveal this stuff because we don't want you to have to think about it.
They're
Fuck
trying to be
Dan.
real and transparent.
Well, those are public numbers, by the way. That specifically what he said, you can look up yourself.
Right. But you can rent it for. If you weren't owned by Amazon.
Exactly. It is very so live
Certainly
streaming.
They don't have any sort of deal. Certainly not.
Live streaming is the worst. It's one of the most expensive ways of doing it. Really doing a VOD based thing that's edited down is obviously going to be cheaper because you're not doing the bit rate for 4 hours. It's a 10-hour PlayStation put down. Right. The biggest problem with Twitch is they don't have a good ad network, and now they've shown that they are going to try to make money off subs the whole time. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, and shoving ads on everybody's channel
more and more
with
more.
another 50% split. Or 55 is it?
55, man.
Right, yeah, sorry. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Dan. Listen, we're in this together. 50-50 across the board, guys. I'm Dan. Let's go.
It's just so much of his shit seemed to be just hyping up such bullshit. Hey, we give you guys Prime subs where we give you guys a free sub that we still only give you half of. It's not like we're actually giving you $5 out of that. And then he's all like, yeah, that the fucking ad revenue where we have you guys shove fucking ads down everybody's throats more than we already do for 55%. He's just trying to jerk his goddamn dick telling everybody that they're doing so goddamn much. And the 50-50 split, the contracts that they do for the ads is not horrible for some people. So that part I don't disagree with, but he's just trying, I don't know, he's trying to toot his own horn a little bit too much for stuff that they do that doesn't actually do that much.
The ad rev payout at $50 a month, that's kind of nice. You know, for when you're getting into streaming, I guess.
Yeah, for like, small streamers and other stuff,
Yeah.
That's big. Yeah, I had somebody on my Discord actually was just like, why did I get paid out of $50? And I was like, I don't fucking know, but I guess that's why. Speaking of that, he said they're working towards daily payouts.
If
There's no way in hell.
Why the hell would you ever do that? But yeah, I mean,
Isn't that what it said though?
I didn't look into that specifically, but if they actually do daily payouts, that's going to be an interesting, like,
That's
why
gonna
are
cost
they
a
like,
lot
why
of
are they,
other
yeah, exactly. Why are they
processing
costing
money, like,
processing fees to?
Yeah, that's what I was
Maybe
thinking.
I'm
I was
wrong.
like, that seems like a nightmare.
That's when they do that, they're gonna get rid of Twitch Prime. Watch. Oh yeah, you get money now, instant gratification, but it's gonna be much less, but you won't realize.
Where is that part?
So everyone knows this, or should know this if you're a content creator. Making money through Twitch is the worst way to make your money percent wise. Like, if you really have any other way to make money, push that. Whether it be PayPal, even though PayPal takes a shit cut, Patreon, whatever, any sort of program that you have that's third party. You might even get a better cut from merch, even though they're buying a fucking merch thing. Like, you know, like,
yeah, I mean, bits are an extra 30% to the from the consumer or something like that.
depending on how much they
better
buy
than
at once.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah, subs are 50% for everybody now, or they're going to be. Yeah, they hate the little donation thing, donation button, because it's like
they also have a couple things they're working on. From what I've seen, one of them is bringing back the pay to boost your streamer thing. I don't know if you guys have seen
saw
that.
that last night.
Dude, I'm all in for boosting. It's so scummy and gross, but I love it.
It's so fucking scummy. These people are donating to boost their streamer, thinking that the streamer gets the money and boosted, and really Twitch takes 100% of that and then just advertises your person for you.
Boost me. Dude, it sounds like, especially when they had chance, dude, you would have chance and it'd just be the chat just to be like, boost.
Mm-hmm.
I love boosting.
Wait, how do you boost a channel? Is there like a boost
There's
button?
an extra
and it's like,
boost.
You
Yeah, there's
pay us.
Yes.
And we will boost your streamer.
So
we will, our almighty algorithm might, you know, it's like slipping someone $5 to, like, you know,
Exactly,
get
dude.
into
It's just-
like a restaurant or something.
You gotta
know?
pay the bouncer to get into the fucking club.
Yeah.
You gotta pay the bouncer to be at the top of the list.
All right.
To finally get to recommended.
Maybe my friend Abraham Lincoln might put you on the front page. I don't know.
That's a whole other thing with train fucking paying Twitch staff like $50K in Bitcoin. But that's
true.
another topic. I
Wait,
did
what?
find the yeah, and we'll get to
I
it.
don't know about any of this shit.
we'll get to it.
As you probably heard by now, we're in the middle of rolling out the largest change to payout in years by cutting the payout threshold in half to $50. This is an important middle step that will help streamers put money in their pockets now, which I agree is really good, especially for like affiliates or people with like hardly any views. Believe me, I spent a lot of time there.
Yeah, it's people who like are starting the stream and they need that webcam or something, you know.
Yeah,
and they can
and
get
getting to
it.
100 when you have hardly any views takes a long time. So like that's actually cool. I'm happy with that. This is an important middle step that we will help streamers to put money in their pockets now, while getting us closer to our goal of same-day payout and lower thresholds.
Same day payout. Same day payout does not mean. Well, actually, it could mean that it's going to be the same day that they get the money, or it could mean that they just don't take as long to send you the money when you click cash out.
Okay, that's got to be what it means.
Yeah.
Because when's the cutoff date now? Like we get paid on the 15th. When do they cut off that billing cycle that they pay you for? Do we even know?
I think it's the previous month, so it's 15 days.
Okay, so it's like the end of the previous month.
And
Okay.
then it's 15 days from there. So
That's
I'm
what I would have
assuming
assumed, but like I
same
wasn't
day
sure.
payout would be something like, I don't know
You
how
get
many times
paid
they do it,
for
but
the
you
14th
you get
or the
paid for the
15th.
14th. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's got to be what it means. But they're saying that just to get little fucking fuckboys goddamn excited.
I know that
I don't even want same day payout. That'd be no.
I don't want that. Yeah. I don't know.
Take a week or 2 weeks. I'd love it every 15 days. That'd be great. But
like I don't know how they do the transfer, but when you do banking transfer money, ACH transfers are essentially free, but it takes 3 days to get from bank to bank. Like it takes a while to get there. Same day banking, something that people always say, but it just means that it costs a little money and it goes from my bank account to their bank account, essentially like a wire transfer, and it costs a little bit of money. I don't know if that's what they're talking about, and I hope that's not what he's saying.
That'll really make me feel like a busker or something. Yeah. Like a panhandler. Yeah. That'd be kind of funny.
Dude, if they did same day payouts, that would be horrible. I would start just like, I'd be like, give me money right now. Give me money, money, money. I would end up begging for fucking money all the goddamn more than I already do. But like, I'd be like, I'm going out drinking tonight, chat. Goddamn, give me those bits. I need to get paid out.
I don't know. Maybe they will do same day. I mean, it doesn't make that much sense that they would have to, as if they're taking a fee, that they couldn't do same day payout technically. Because
I don't want it.
As soon as I saw that penis rocket, I started jokingly asking for primes once in a while. You want to fund another? I mean, I want to see that second dick rocket. Let's be honest, but you know.
But yeah, that part was confusing to me. But just like, lots of this, like the way that this was written, just like it felt scummy. Besides just them also cutting the 70-30, which is not what people were expecting.
Yeah.
Twitch is loving to dig themselves in a bigger hole.
It's just insane to be like, you know that deal we had? You know? We're going to like not uphold our end anymore. Sorry. Like that's crazy. I feel bad for those who had like good deals like that, you know?
I don't feel that bad for them though, because the way that they did it, I mean, they've got a very good deal. And the way that they did it is you still make the same amount for the first 100K of your sub revenue. Remember, it's just of your sub revenue, 100K. So that means that if you are getting 70-30 and it goes down to 50-50 after 100K sub revenue, you are most likely making what, $300,000, $400,000 if you really know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then you still get
$1,000 a month is pretty.
It's not a month.
No,
it's a year. It's a year.
Oh.
But there's
okay. I thought they were talking about like XQC or something.
Well, it is going to affect XQC, but it's going to affect a lot of streamers. But they're still going to make $200,000 before it comes into effect, like total. So like, it sucks for them, but at the same time, like they're the 1% of Twitch. They're the top 1% of Twitch.
Yeah,
it's not like it's going to kill them.
No.
If they cut 70-30 to 50-50 across the board.
It's the principle that's, just, I don't know.
No, I agree that the principle sucks, but when Amazon buys Twitch, when Amazon bought Twitch, they can cancel out any contract that Twitch had. That's the first thing that they could have done. They didn't, but they could have.
I think they made those deals while they were owned by Amazon.
No, they made a lot of those deals.
A lot of them are with Amazon too.
But yeah,
you can cut any of those deals you want, really, when you make a purchase acquisition and stuff like that, because every single contract says, like, when ownership change, blah, 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 it makes it so there is freedom for when they sell. It makes the price that you can sell your company for more when there's freedom when you sell. Anyways, it sucks. But people that are actually upset about it are probably the ones making, $1 million a year, right?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are going to be affected most.
They make enough. They're fine.
And at that point, it's like,
you know what? They should take their deals and trickle it across the rest of us.
That's what I said about this would be an amazing opportunity for Twitch to actually have a huge W, which would be to just give that to all partners, the same fucking deal. It would cost them too much money, but that would be a huge W. The first 100K you make on subs, everyone just gets a 70-30. Then after that,
I think a lot of people 50-50. Would be happy with 70-30 and then mandatory add. You have to either play them yourself or they just get played.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean,
Aqua supports mandatory ads. You heard it here,
Well,
chat.
the thing
you
is-
heard
I mean,
it here.
if you get up to go get a drink or something, just play ads.
I got
For
you.
a 70-30, I'll do that. I don't care.
yeah, but the thing is that Twitch already has that and isn't going to pay 70-30 for free. But
Oh, yeah,
yes,
that's
I
right.
agree. They already have mandatory
I'm
ads.
just trying to give them a little
Yeah.
a little something to get a little something,
Yeah.
It's a push and pull. Unless you're Twitch, then you just pull.
Twitch pulls. It's interesting. All the changes are interesting. And I think what it shows is Twitch only makes changes, especially with urgency, if there's a huge outcry from the community that they say is so amazing. The community is so amazing. And that's the reason why Twitch is worth the money. What if all that community just decided, hey, let's go to a different platform where our creators get a better split and it's a better quality?
At the end of his letter, he was all like, people ask me why creators should stream on Twitch to make the most money possible. And he's like, the first thing I tell them is community. And I was just like, yeah, bleed purple. Okay. Like that was a huge thing in like 2017. They even gave up on that shit because they knew they were scummy as shit with their community. Yeah. But yeah, and that fucking letter made me goddamn angry. It got me hot.
YouTube's getting better and better.
Good.
Becoming more and more mainstream.
But I found that this was funny, that this happens, like 2 weeks before TwitchCon. So people can show up angry for that. As well as, I would also like to say that October 6th marks the 1-year anniversary of the Twitch leaks. And TwitchCon's on the 7th.
Oh.
So we can also celebrate Twitch leaking our payments, our passwords, and everything else at TwitchCon. So,
yay!
Yay!
That's great.
That's why I'm wearing my Twitch shirt today too, guys. I'm bleeding purple all over the place. But yeah, it's a perfect time for all this come to a head right as TwitchCon happens. So I'm super excited.
They probably were like, there's so much drama going on with our streamers right now. We can announce this legally and no one will notice, really. Everybody's going to be worried about Mizkif and XQC and Trainwreck. All of our consumers, they won't know the difference.
Well, on that side of things, I don't keep up with the drama enough just because I don't keep up with the 1% of Twitch. But
yeah. If they were my friends, I'd know about the drama.
Time. Yeah. I love the drama at the same time.
So Slicker.
Yes.
It's confusing because the guy who scammed people out of money is Slicker, and then the other guy is Slick.
He's crazy slick, yeah.
It's hard to keep track.
Wait, I thought they were the same person. Wait.
No, two different
Which
people.
one
for a while?
Crazy Slick is the one that was
sexual assault allegations.
All I know about him is that like hand up thing where it's like you've been crazy slicked and they like play the song. That's him, right?
I do not know.
I have no idea what
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I saw something like that on like Twitter a lot. I'm pretty sure that's the guy.
Yes.
So
essentially we had this special so we can tell you how misinformed we are, and you guys in the comments can just tell
exactly.
you.
Tell us what happened,
Yes.
please. Okay, so from my understanding, Slicker was addicted to gambling.
Correct.
Actual serious problem.
Serious addiction.
But it wasn't even necessarily on-stream gambling. From what I've heard, is he didn't do a lot of on-stream gambling.
Did it like on his own.
So this is a gambling thing that we could talk about a lot about if it should be gambling should be allowed on Twitch. All these people that are sponsoring streamers want the streamers to either do well or fail because they know that these big streamers have money. And that if they get addicted, like Slicker did, they have friends that will bail them out. Like let's be honest, gambling loves when people are addicted to gambling.
Yes.
That's why sponsored by gambling is not just bad for your viewers, maybe, but could be bad for you as well. There's a lot of people that gamble responsibly, and that's great. So that's
I'm only $70 down.
exactly. If you're a gambler responsibly, great. But there is a lot of like win-win situation for gambling sponsor companies.
That's funny though. Like investing in crypto and the stock market, like it's all the same.
Slicker.
Kind of.
Anyway, Slicker was sponsored by gambling sites to begin with, got addicted, and then gambled at a lot of things. I think you might have gambled before too, so it's not just the thing. But think about if you have a contract with any company where you can lose money while doing the sponsorship. Let's say I play a video game like CSGO, and they say you have to buy 1,000 skins, and we'll pay you for 1,000 skins. But then you have 4 hours more stream you have to do, so you buy more money to get more skins, and you're losing all this money. But then at the end of the month when your contract's up, done your sponsorship, they say, we'll forgive what you owe us if you do another 12 months. If I owe someone $50,000 or something like that, like the gambling does, and I'm addicted to gambling and they offer me another month for a cheap ass rate, you kind of have to take it or figure out a way to pay them $50,000. And I think that's what streamers get into. Some streamers get into. It's a predatory thing if you think about it like that. Because you're investing their money,
seems
house
like a
money,
great idea, but
and
then,
could be your money.
Know. Yeah, it all becomes one. Yeah,
I'm not
so
saying.
I guess.
Yeah.
I just really liked how like it started off with that with Slicker.
And it like
devolved into so many different directions, and then it comes out with like sexual assault stuff, and then it goes to a guy saying a bunch of racial slurs in DMs. And nothing's related, but it's all off the same path, which is just like, I mean, that's the course of like online drama, but it just, somebody gets accused of something, they throw somebody else under the bus for something else.
A lot of fuel on the fire. It's drama, you know?
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
But like, and that does suck for OTK because OTK has like been on top of goddamn everything, and I don't think it's going to change their position as far as like Twitch or anything goes with the whole shit with Mizkif, and he's like taking a break or whatever else. But it is. I don't know. You got to wonder what the conversations in with their thing was on the backside.
I did see this like Asmongold. I saw like a clip of him like talking about it, and he was mad. I'll just say that because he's like the main owner of OTK, right?
I don't know the ownership structure exactly, but he's one of the main. Yeah, there's like a 5-man group. Then there's other people that bought in.
I won't repeat what he said, but it was something. It was
yes. And Crazy Slick has been kicked out of the house because he was living at Mizkif's house type of deal. He was a content creator on his own. He's been kicked out. Mizkif has been removed from duties. He hasn't lost his ownership stake or anything like that because they're having a third party come in and investigate exactly what went on and if that is like, you know, with the brand type of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Crazy stuff. It's amazing how all these things kind of just like domino, like one little thing, and then everybody's throwing themselves under the bus, and like all these. Yeah, it's funny how everything kind of like unravels at once, just like any scandal, you know.
So like, yeah, the clip, it's got, this is it, Aqua. The clip's got like Trainwreck, and he's got like Twitch staff dudes in his stream and in his Discord, like talking to him, and he's just all like, yeah, dude, I'll send you 30K in Bitcoin right now. And the guy's all like, what? I've never been sent anything. He's like, yeah, I'll send you another 15K right now. Then the guy in Discord is like, yeah, I just sent you 50K. And he's just like handing out money to Twitch staff, which I don't think there's actually technically a rule against it. But man, that's some fucking...
So there is rule against it. You cannot do that if you work as an Amazon employee. But from what I saw, those guys are former Amazon employees. I do not know when they were actually paid, but they do not work there now. The two people specifically.
But at the time,
if they took that at the time, that's probably why they're no longer employees. It is highly illegal and immoral to kind of do that in most spaces, it happens, but I would say, it's pretty immoral to kind of do that. It's a line where like
that's greasing the wheels.
Right, but if those guys actually have any influence on what someone gets versus what someone doesn't, like say they were someone that does the bands and you get a
Trainwreck
50K.
definitely got that 70-30 split.
Yeah, exactly. It goes down a very sketchy road that I think no employee should.
Yeah, and like, I mean, it was just like a fucking 1-minute clip of him doing it. I don't know what the context was or anything else, but it was just that coming out on top of all this other stuff is just like, what the fuck is going on?
Sounds funny. Yeah, I'll send you 30K. What?
I mean, it's crazy the fact that Trainwreck's made a deal that he can do a lot of good in the world by giving people stuff. To do it, he has a very large 24 million is the reporting sponsorship with a gambling company. And if a gambling company is willing to pay someone 24 million, you know that gambling company is not losing 24 million. They're making a shit ton off all these viewers.
I hadn't heard the 24 million part. I know, like, I think in the same clip he was all like, yeah, I'm down 2 million this month or some shit with his like gambling stuff. But I had not heard the actual like 24 million deal or anything.
That is what is a rumor of the sponsorship that he took when he had to move. Because again, he was, I believe, in the United States and he had to move from the United States because that specific gambling company is not allowed to be done in the United States. Technically,
I saw a clip where they said he gets paid $1 million a month or something. Like he was talking to H3 or something. I saw that somewhere. So 12 million a year, which is insane.
For playing slots all day.
He plays
I don't even know what kind of gambling he does on there.
He streams for like 36 hours straight.
It's just slots. Like he has 4 or 5 slots going at once, and sometimes it's like the high roller where he's losing like like $20,000 from one spin.
I guess he'll just start playing Minecraft or something now.
No, right? I don't think so. There's always ways to circumvent it.
Yeah, it's just a different deal.
What Twitch said, it doesn't even look like they're getting rid of all that. It's just it has to be to a company that is registered in the United States or registered to a place that has protections to make sure that you're 18. That's one of the bigger things is some of these companies, it's any crypto account you can just gamble with. So you can be a 4-year-old or whatever, 12-year-old with your dad's crypto account and they don't give a shit. It's just...
Or if you use tokens instead of just straight cash on the website.
Right.
And you coins at an arcade.
And you buy the tokens with crypto.
Right.
Yeah, and that's just how it does. And crypto makes things so you don't have to identify, and Twitch is making a stance that you have to identify kind of who you are.
All right.
The ones that are registered in the United States, from what I understand, it's not just I'm 18, click yes. It's usually like we need a credit card or some sort of verification that you are 18.
All right. I see.
But again, Twitch is not making the stance that gambling's bad. And some people said that and thought that. And it's not true.
There's a lot of like rejoicing. Even when I first read the statement, I was like, oh, they got rid of it. And then I like saw that they were very specific about it. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's an interesting argument. You could argue like, adults have the right to gamble if they want to, right? But like, how do you know it's adults watching on Twitch? Right. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah, I think that's the real is like it's such a young audience on there, and it's just like putting nonstop gambling in their heads, which definitely probably is not very healthy for a young teenager or something.
Look at fucking CS:GO.
Well, that's the other thing is like where would Twitch draw the line?
It's all bad. Like it's all gambling.
Where Twitch is drawing the line. Also, most countries, United States is not one of them, but a lot of countries in Europe are swapping to no more loot boxes in video games as well. Anything that is under 18 or for people under 18, they're no longer going to allow loot boxes. And I think Overwatch was one of them because I think the Netherlands, I want to say, made it so you can't have loot boxes, so they had to change it. I believe they had to change how they did their...
Yeah, I remember that now.
So there's lots of stuff like that that's happening, which will lead to less CSGO, boxes and stuff. It will be more like...
if you pay for skin, you get it.
Right.
You're going to get that. Yeah.
So I think that's going to happen too, but I don't think that Twitch will ever draw the line like you can't do loot boxes on stream. Like,
God, that was really something. That Valve, holy shit. They invented NFTs basically and like loot boxes. Wow.
Right.
Everybody loves Steam. Fuck Epic. Only Steam. Yeah.
Seems like, yeah, we'll keep going with that.
Yeah. They've been preying on us for years. Yeah, more. Let's go.
But even outside of that, you would have to be like where they draw the line. Because like poker, they're like, poker's fine. And then
they said poker's fine. They said sports gambling's fine, which I don't think they'll change sports gambling because they have a huge deal with DraftKings, right? So
yeah. So it's just like, a lot of like fine lines that you got to decide where they draw it. But
yeah,
I guess it's whatever. And then everybody's also like, what about the hot tub streamers? You're going to ban gambling, but not them. We're not them. I fully support our queens in the hot tub and dudes. Yeah. I love it. Amaranth is paving the way. They need to keep on going.
Well, I think the major issue with all of Twitch is that they don't do anything unless there's a huge uproar, and then they also do not keep to anything they say, and that's the fucking issue.
Including their contract for 73.
Right. The 70-30 contract, which I do not know exactly how it is, but I'm sure that there's lots of different clauses in there that gets them out of it. But yeah, it's not, when you give a perpetual contract, it kind of sucks to have it change ever. And again, as I have Twitter up, Sam Thorne stripping, one of the OG Yogscasts, everything like that, big YouTube, big Twitch guy. His statement is essentially what we're saying, I'd feel a lot better about my income being slashed if every partner moved to the soft cap of 70-30 split. It would improve the lives of the majority of partners. But as it stands, the Twitch announcement has no upside for anyone. So that's sort of...
They'll never do that. Right now, there's very few people have 70-30 split,
Correct. Yeah.
That would be a hugely more expensive option for Twitch to take. There's no way it would happen.
Right. And that's what a lot of people
did that, they'd have to get rid of Twitch Prime.
Well, what a lot of people thought was that was going to be the announcement. They're going to get rid of Twitch Prime, but there's going to be like some sort of scale system where like you get 70-30 for the first whatever, then 60-40, then 50-50, whatever it was. That was what everyone kind of thought and were rumored about because they've been talking about how they're going to change this 70-30 thing for years. And now they just say, fuck it, we'll just get rid of it after.
Just get rid of it. Yeah.
So
they know they can't get rid of Twitch Prime, so they're going to do that.
We'll see. They might get rid of Twitch Prime in a year after this calms down.
Of years.
Think about it. Well, I'm sure they get a lot of Prime or Amazon Prime subscriptions for Twitch Prime, partly. You think? Probably not, actually.
I would say that that is the case. I would say that Twitch Prime in the Twitch gaming section causes younger kids to maybe push their parents to actually get Prime where they might not
that's true. Yeah, you get free shit. Listen, I'm in it for that shipping. That's good shit.
Right. No, I think that a majority of people wouldn't, but I think there might be a small select few that like maybe the parents don't have Prime. They don't really get that much from Amazon. And the kids are like, well, you can get free shipping plus I get to have this free
you get all
sub.
The video and I can sub to Ninja.
Right. And maybe the kids are fucking sick. Maybe the parents are sick of the kids begging for like, pay for a sub for Sterdeki. I need to pay for a sub for Sterdeki. Give me your credit card, Mom. And she's like, no, but I'll let you use the Twitch Prime. And then maybe that gets the Twitch Prime use.
We have our own sub at home. It's called Twitch Prime. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So maybe.
Speaking of Ninja, though, with his whole, killing his partnership and everything else, he's not getting subs anymore. I wish we had the numbers on how well that transition actually works. If we're going for like proper donations and shit.
He probably knew. That's what he was so upset about.
Probably.
He was losing his deal.
He's like, my 2070 is out the window now.
I'm going to get rid of it all. Fuck it.
He might have actually, that actually might be true. He might have like asked for a 70-30 and some extra cash, and they said, we're not going to do 70-30s.
He probably had a 90-10 or something.
So there is people that had better than 70-30. So that is a scary thing to think about.
But yeah, like that's very likely why he bailed, or part of his reason for that. But I've always wondered, dude, nothing. I love gifted subs, because it does expand your community. It gets people in that maybe don't have money then, or makes them feel included.
Yeah,
and it's great. I love gifted subs, but I fucking hate it at the same time. People are always like, "Decky, which one do you want?" I'm like, I don't goddamn know what I want from you guys.
I like gifted subs
because I'm all
hyped up.
Exactly. There is a lot of hype.
us.
Twitch did a good job with the integration, and it does expand your community, which I'm trying to grow my community. But at the same time, like, fuck you, Bezos, taking goddamn 50% of my cut. So like, it's just like curious, especially with somebody like Ninja, who's, I don't think he needs to grow his community. But trying to transition from that to just being all like, just give me that money. Which he's making money in every other way too.
It's not
necessarily just donations.
I don't think it is the money with him. I think he just wants to be on top again.
He
He's
wants
trying
relevancy.
To put more of him out there as much as possible. Touching every corner of the internet.
He wants to be able to post the Jimmy Fallon picture with other people, like he did the other day when he posted that picture. Happy birthday to Jimmy Fallon, and he posted the picture. And Jimmy Fallon's like, "Who the fuck's this guy? Like, do I remember him?"
I think
3 years ago.
Ninja has enough money. I don't think it's for money that he's doing this.
He has enough money, but he wants the
generational wealth. Like, I don't know. Anyways,
that's it. That's our special
bonus episode.
That was a bonus episode. This was brought to you by Twitch Turbo. Make sure to go get Twitch Turbo because that way you won't have any ads. What else?
It's like $8, right?
Yeah, it's I think it's like $12 a month, and you don't get ads across platform for most ads. There's some ads that don't count.
Like 90% of them.
And final reminder: as Twitch is doing a shitstorm, YouTube announced that they're going to pay more money to people, and now you can make money off shorts. So,
guys, leave a comment below if you'd watch, us on YouTube, perhaps.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know
when we stream.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.